Welcome to another episode of the I'm Undeniable podcast. What I'm going to be talking about today is smart food swaps for fat loss and how to eat better without feeling restricted. Because losing fat doesn't mean giving up your favorite foods. It's about making smarter choices that keep you full, satisfied, and in a calorie deficit. In this video, we'll cover simple and effective food swaps that support fat loss without sacrificing taste. And to be honest, these swaps are perfect for busy professionals who want to stay lean, fueled, and on track, even with a hectic lifestyle. So it's going to be very, very valuable. So why do food swaps work? Well, I think one of the biggest things I see people make when it comes down to losing body fat, and a big mistake a lot of people make, is cutting out the foods that you really enjoy. And of course, the goal here is to eat as much whole foods as possible, a lot of nutritious foods as much as possible. But especially when you're getting started, going from 0 to hero and cutting out major food groups and tons of foods that you can enjoy can honestly make the journey unrealistic for you. Now, the goal is to eventually get to that place, but what we actually want to do is we want to build ourselves up to get to that goal, right? Because fat loss is about calorie control. It's not about depriving yourself of enjoying food. And we have to understand that the importance of satiety, fiber, and protein, right? So as long as you're consuming your protein, you're within your calorie deficit, you're hitting your fiber goals. That's what we're really looking for, because all these small changes that we can make can really get you to big results. So I really want you to remember that. It's not about depriving yourself out of foods that you really enjoy, but making simple food swaps can ensure that you're actually within a calorie deficit without feeling so restricted, especially off in the beginning. And I definitely think that makes life easier, especially if you have a busy career or you're a business owner. It makes things quite simple. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm going to be giving you guys tons of examples of different food swaps and how you can swap these foods without feeling really restricted. So the principles that we really want to work on is we want to replace foods. We don't want you to restrict foods. So focus on volume, like foods that really fill you up, lots of protein, and reducing calorie-dense foods. And make swaps that really align with your lifestyle and cravings, right? So I'm going to give you guys quite a few examples here, and hopefully in this video, it will stimulate certain ideas that you can go through to know what foods you should be consuming. So as an example for breakfast, instead of consuming high sugary cereals, swap that out with oats with protein powder and fruit, right? And the best part about that is you're still getting something that's super sweet in the morning, but also something that is high in protein, right? It's a simple food swap, swapping from that sugary cereal to oatmeal with protein powder and fruits. Maybe if you're someone that enjoys a bagel with cream cheese, instead of eating that in the morning, swap it out for an egg white wrap or a low-carb tortilla plus eggs. Now, you're still getting carbs, but now what you're getting on top of that is protein. Because with the bagel and cream cheese, you only got carbs and fats. You don't have any type of protein to consume on top of it. That's another simple food swap that you can do. Another one that you can do is swap flavored yogurt for 0% Greek yogurt plus berries. I know lots of my clients love yogurt, but why not swap it for Greek yogurt, which is high in protein, and then you can throw berries in there for some simple carbohydrates and that sweet taste, right? That way we're making, again, simple swaps that are foods that are more voluminous, that are going to keep you fuller, and they're high in protein, and they're lower calorie as well. Some swaps that you can make for, let's say, lunch and dinner. Instead of consuming white rice, you can swap it with cauliflower rice or do 50% rice with 50% vegetables, right? Just do what you normally consume in terms of rice and cut that in half. I'm a big rice fan myself, but again, swapping these with these lower calorie options can make the difference of a few hundred calories when it comes down to losing weight, which I think is super important. Now, another swap that you can do for lunch or dinner, instead of consuming like fried chicken, swap that out for like grilled chicken or like air fry your chicken instead. Like a lot of that fried chicken that you eat is fried in like lots of fat, right? And it brings up those calories significantly. But we got lots of different things nowadays where you can just eat grilled chicken or put chicken in the air fryer. It makes a massive difference, right? Like chicken drumsticks or chicken wings. Instead of doing them in oil, put them in the air fryer and you still get that crispy, delicious taste that you're looking for. Plus, they are lower calorie. Ground beef. Swap that out for 95% lean ground beef, ground turkey, or even lentils. A lot of people, when they buy ground beef at the store, it's usually like regular ground beef or lean ground beef, but you can actually get it even leaner. That means the fat content is a lot lower, which means the calories are even lower. If you want to even go leaner, go for ground turkey, even go for ground chicken. You're still getting the same result, but that way you're just doing simple food swaps. So one of the things I personally like to eat is I love burgers, right? But instead of me making the burger, that burger patty out of like regular meat, I will do it with extra lean ground beef or extra lean turkey or extra lean ground chicken, right? You're doing these food swaps. So just lower calorie, but you can still enjoy the foods that you love by doing these food swaps. Another one is you can swap out creamy sauces for like salsa, mustard, or even Greek yogurt-based sauces. Like as an example, a lot of salads, like Caesar salad, you know, the sauces or the dressing that you use on it are extremely high in calories. But if you swap that out for Greek yogurt, which has more protein and it's lower in calories, lower in that fat content, again, these are smart food swaps where it's not keeping you super restrictive and you can swap it into that lower calorie region. Maybe you're someone that loves snacks, right? Instead of having chips, do like air pop popcorn or rice cakes with peanut butter, right? Maybe instead of doing granola bars, you swap it out with the protein bar, which has a higher protein and it's going to help you stick to your goals. Instead of eating trail mix, right? Eat like turkey jerky, right? Swapping these snacks out, right? Eating that higher protein option instead of that higher calorie option. Now, I got two more categories that I want to go to give you guys a lot of ideas here. Maybe you're someone that loves desserts and maybe you have a sweet craving. I love desserts and I have massive sweet cravings myself. So instead of consuming normal ice cream, I will swap it for protein ice cream, right? You can buy Ninja Creamy. There's lots of recipes online where you can make like a high protein ice cream option, which works really well. Or you can do something like Greek yogurt, put some cocoa in it, stevia. You can make it into like a sweet dessert to crave that sweet craving. Or maybe you're someone that loves chocolate bars. Well, you don't have to give up chocolate, but instead of having that normal chocolate bar, have like a chocolate protein bar. There's so many good options nowadays where they taste the same. One of my favorites is grenade bars. If you get the Oreo flavor, you're really going to probably enjoy it. It tastes really good. And then if you're someone that loves baked goods, make some homemade protein mug cakes or even baked oats. If you just go online and let's say, you love baking cakes or cheesecakes or muffins or cookies, there are high protein options that you can search for. And that way you're enjoying the stuff that you like, but still, applying yourself to hit the goals that you want as well, right? Applying that application is very important. And maybe let's talk about some drinks, right? So if you're someone that loves sugary coffee drinks, right? Maybe you're someone that likes to put lots of sugar, cream. Maybe you like to go to Starbucks. Get some black coffee or an Americano with almond milk or put some stevia in it. Do small, simple, lower calorie swaps. If you're someone that likes to drink soda, maybe swap it out for sparkling water or diet soda, right? Now, I'm not saying that diet soda is better than regular soda, but if your goal is to lose weight, it makes sense. I had this one client where we swapped out him drinking pop and we just swapped it out for diet pop. We didn't change anything else in his diet plan. And he actually dropped 30 pounds within 90 days. Just from that, we didn't change anything else. We just swapped that out in his nutrition plan. So it can be that simple when it comes down to losing body fat and losing weight. And then the last one here that I'm going to give you guys is swap out fruit juice for either actual fruit or flavored water. Fruit juice is typically high in sugar. It is typically high in calories, which again is not going to aid you when it comes down to losing fat, right? And doing like some of these food swaps, and there's many more out there from the ones that I mentioned, can make a massive difference when it comes down to losing body fat and getting closer to your goals, right? Now, the whole idea behind here is you need to learn how to read food labels, spot any like sneaky calories that are snuck into your diet, and understand the role of protein and fiber and fat loss. Like the goal here is not to be perfect, it's to be consistent, right? You want to start your base up somewhere, right? Don't go into like a strict nutrition plan. Don't go just strict into a strict meal plan. Still eat your favorite foods. Because how I coach my clients, within the first 2 to 4 weeks, we will put them on a nutrition plan that's based around their favorite foods. We just swap things out for lower calorie options so you don't feel like they're restricting themselves, right? They're going to lose weight on it because they're in a calorie deficit. But the bigger your restriction is, there's the lower chance you're going to be able to stick to your nutrition plan. Small swaps like this are going to add up, honestly, every single time, right? Now, if you got value from this, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at AlexSundarFit, because I definitely talk about all this information all the time. And if you're interested in coaching, send me a message on Instagram. I'm ready, and we can absolutely talk about things more in detail and how I can help you. Peace, love, and protein, guys. Hope you have the best day ever. I really hope you find this valuable and understand that making simple food swaps is a great starting point, and you can get really good results. And as you build up that habit, you can stack it up over time.